I'm going to show you today one of my favorite appetizer recipes. This is something that my mom used to make when I was little, and I always thought it was really elegant, but it's really very simple. So it kind of looks elegant, but it's delicious, and you can make it ahead of time. You can freeze it, and it's a cheesy olive appetizer that I think you're gonna love. So stick around, I'm gonna show you how to do that. All right, so I have placed in this bowl 4 cups of sharp, extra sharp actually, cheddar cheese. You want it extra sharp because that's, it just adds that great flavor to the olive. Olives are really briny, and so the contrast is great. I have really large, they're extra large green olives with the pimento in them that I have gone ahead and drained, and you we'll even want to pat these dry before we get to, before you're finished, but right now we're making the crust that goes around the olive. So you have 4 cups shredded extra sharp cheddar. To that you're going to add 2.5 cups of flour. That's 2 and 1/2. And then this is not a diet food, people. We are putting real butter, and we're putting 2 sticks of butter in here. So it's the holidays right now, so we're splurging, but honestly I love these things any time of year. And if you eat a couple, not a big deal. So okay, and a couple 2, 4,
Are you kidding me?
6,
Thank you.
And then you're also going to add just a little bit of cayenne pepper, and you can kind of do that to taste. I think we'll probably put in, that's probably about a 1/2 teaspoon. And I'm kind of mixing around that flour and that cheese a little bit before I get in on that butter. But the rest of this is the fun part, people, because I'm going to use my hands here in a minute. I've already taken off my rings, washed my hands really well, and this is where you just get in there with your hands and you just mix it up like that. And this is going to take a little bit of time, but it's kind of therapeutic actually. So, just get in there, take out some aggression, and what you want to do is get this to a dough form. So we'll show you what that looks like in just a minute. All right, this is perfect consistency. You can tell that the cheese is incorporated, and when you push on it, it's still kind of moist. It's just a tad crumbly, I guess, but not really. I don't know how to explain it. It's just perfect. You can just tell that it's going to mold around those olives nicely. So make sure you get the right. You have to be kind of exact about the cheese and flour ratio. So what you're going to do is take your olives, and I have a little trick. I got to grab a paper towel. You really want the olives pretty dry, and even though they've been drained, I kind of just dry them off, and then you just mold your cheese dough around it. And this is it's kind of fun because it's like being a kid and playing with Play-Doh actually. So you kind of enjoy the process. Something kids would love to do actually is help you with this. So you just mold it around and then form a little ball, and then we're placing these on a tray lined with aluminum foil. And the great thing about these is they can be frozen. Once you make these little cheese balls, you freeze it, and then once they've been frozen for about 2 hours in the freezer, placed in the freezer for about 2 hours, you take them out and then you put them in a baggie, just a freezer bag, and then when you're ready for your dinner party, you take them out and you pop them in the oven for, I have to look at my recipe, my mom's recipe, but I think it's like 400 degrees for 10 minutes, something like that. So we'll have it on the side here, but that's all there is to it. You're just molding this nice dough around your olives, and you can also kind of play with, if you want smaller olives, you're going to have a smaller appetizer. You can do that as well. These are extra large olives. So obviously it's going to be a big wrap. Looked at my mom's recipe. It is 400 degrees, but it's 20 minutes. I think I said 10. So here we go. That's all there is to it. You just kind of close it on up and then roll it into a ball. I remember it. They're so cheesy and rich. And that sharp bite of olive, it's perfect.